Welcome back, everyone, to my episode 2 of Manor Lords, Mud to Majesty. Now, this time we are exploring a little bit more. Oh, we've got Janice here bringing a pail of water somewhere. Now, in this episode, we're going to focus on a few things. We're going to focus on building the church and building up our army and maybe cementing some industry for trade, because we can't let that pesky Hildebold take over. Without further ado, let's do it. So, as I mentioned last episode, we've got a few things. We've got a few things that are going on. So, we are going to focus on our iron deposit. So, it is a rich deposit. It's got 2,700 minerals in it. However, we've got a very lucky perk that we can get, and we're just one perk away from it. It's deep mining. So, we're able to upgrade a mine that is a rich resource into indefinitely mining it, so we don't have to worry about a resource cap. This is going to be massive for us, especially when it comes to trading. So last episode we did build our trading post. Here, so it's already built. Everything's ready. We do need to organize a fish. We've got our fish, we've got 14 months worth of food and 7 months now worth of fuel. Luckily for us, we've got a charcoal kiln working, so we are doubling all our fuel production. Now, we have decided to move the church. The church is going to be built on this hill. I reckon that's just a logical choice. So the church can overlook the nice river. It will be beautiful. Seeing as though the village and city is going to be built up from here. So what I am going to do is we're going to build some roads. So that's our road built, getting ready. So we are going to have to expedite our woodcutters lodge. Oh no, not our woodcutters lodge, sorry. Our logging camp. So I do want to organize more logging camp over here because it's just better. So we are going to try build some mines here on this rich deposit. So that way we can organize how much materials we need, and we can start using them. Alright, beautiful. We've got them all. That took forever to organize, but it's all organized. So now we can build our roads. Now, one thing I do like to do, I like to make sure this is all plotted out. It's got its own roads. Everything's connected every single point, so we can't complain. Because this is going to be the key to our industry. So we are in the winter month. Now, the winter months are terrible. So our mining kits, they're taking a bit longer to construct, so I'm not going to watch them. I think that's just cruel to do that to you guys. So I want to make sure we've got our approval is coming up slowly, because we have had homelessness in the past. So our approval rating sucks right now. We need that to get to 50% so we can start getting families into our burgage plots. Very important we get that, because without families we won't be able to start doing our things that we need to do, such as organizing industry, getting people in the mines, and organizing our markets and all that stuff. So one thing we didn't do last episode, and I did make a big mistake in, I did not make a well. So these poor people have not had water at all. So I reckon we make a well so these guys have some water in our village. I reckon it's just cruel that I've done that to them. So we're going to build our well right here. That way it's nice and central. Build a road going there. Curve it out. Okay, so we've got a well building now. Okay, let's speed this up. We're gonna add a so we do have our approval rating. We just gotta wait for our approval rating now right now to increase dramatically. We aren't able to fish right now, so we might as well move our fishermen to build so they can help build. And we should have livestock. Now we're going to move our family from our logging camp and our animals to the saw pit, where we do need a livestock and family. We are going to have planks created in excess. So here we are, we've got our first mining pit. So that's our first mining pit built. Got our second one and third one being built as we speak. Now, because I want to create it so we're not having to walk around. We don't want our villagers to walk all around in a circle. So we are going to connect this point over here. I think I might have deleted the road. Yeah, I definitely deleted the road. So we've just connected that up. That works nicely. Now, save our villagers walking further. We're all good. All our roads are organized. So we have just constructed our well. So our people have water. Now the approval rating should definitely go up now. So here we are. So now I want to have a look at the requirements for us to build a church. So let's have a look. So for a wooden church, we need 5 wood, 20 planks, and 10 stone. So we can achieve that. We've got a stone deposit right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a road going right up to it. And we are going to build a stone pit. A stone cutter's camp. We'll build it right here. That way it doesn't mess anything up. And what we can do is we can mine the stone eventually. So we've got our second mining pit up and running. Now we've got our third one nearly done. And then as soon as we've done that, we should be able to... We've got our woodcutter's lodge and our charcoal kiln. Now, because we've got excess fuel, we're going to actually turn these both off right now. And I'm going to put someone else in the logging camp. And then we've got 3 builders. Now, the beauty of having 3 builders is that everything's going to get built faster. This gives us an opportunity to grow during the winter rather than do nothing. So during winter month, it's better to grow and do a lot more mining and industry. Whereas in the spring, summer, autumn, it's good to focus on food and gathering, I find, rather than building. You leave building for all the winter. Alright, we've got our stonecutter camp actually built. So let's put a family into that. That way we can actually start getting the stone and we can build our church. We can get our church ready for building. I am going to focus our logging camp. Where are they? Where is the logging camp? I'm going to focus them on specifically this area here right now because I want that gone. So if they can get rid of that, that would be amazing. Alright, there's our little men. Let's have a look at our little men. Let's go in and have a look at our little workers. So, as we can see, we've got our guys gathering our stone. They're mining it right now. Yep, beautiful. Got our 2 little family. Look at his little pickaxe. He's going to hit it. Yep. Awesome. So we've got our little stone people. So let's leave them to it. They're going to deplete that really fast since it's right next to them. So the stonecutter camp and the stone deposit's right next to it. That's the closest it's going to have to be, unfortunately. Now, the one thing I do hate about the winter, it is so bright. It's so beautiful. Look at all the little chimneys going. Alright, that brings us to our third mining pit that's done. Oh, God. So we've got our third mining pit. Now, rather than wasting the time right now, I'm going to put the one person in there into the stone cutting pit and another into the large storehouse. That way they can start gathering our resources from the stone cutter camp and the plank and the saw pit. See, as the saw pit is full, so we got full production, so I want them to kind of grab it and use it quickly. Now, as you can see, we are getting a lot of that gone, that forest gone, which is amazing. Now, the trading post is going to sit there for a bit. We're not going to use that until our approval rating goes up. We do have the previous month's homelessness that is affecting it. That's fine. Now, what we can do is we can put market availability, but we don't exactly have a free family at the moment to do that. I want people to focus on the stone deposit because they can get rid of that stone right now. Then we don't have to worry about that ever again. We can destroy the road, we can destroy the stone cutter camp. The quicker it's gone, the better we can use it. The least we can use that space. At least we can use it. Alright, see the storage is full in the stone cutter camp now. So we are going to have to, it's going to start being in excess. So I reckon we move a family from there and we actually move them to the storehouse to start gathering that as well. So the more people to clear this out. So we have started our new year. It is January 21st, year 2. And we have actually succeeded in one thing. We've got everyone in Burgage Pot. We've got some sort of industry starting up, like the beginning of an industry with our mining pit. We just need the families to fill the mines. Eventually, I will be moving Burgage Pot specifically to live around the mines. So we're going to have 4, 8, 16, 4, 8, 12, sorry. My maths is terrible. So we're going to have 12 families there. So we'll need 6 Burgage Pots with double. So eventually that will be this will be the industrial sector. So we've got a large granary, fisherman hut. So I do need to assign a family to empty the fisherman hut at some point. I'll have a look at where the saw pit's at. The logging camp. So we are creating a whole lot of planks, but planks are good. We can use them to trade eventually. Alright, so what I am going to do is I am going to turn off the saw pit right now. I don't think it's... We've got over like 107 planks. That should be fine. Now that I've turned that off, I am going to put someone in the granary. That way they can clear out the fisherman's hut because it's got a high spoilage rate in the fisherman's hut, whereas when it's in the granary, it's got a medium. So that does make a big difference. I don't want us to lose food over a spoilage that can be avoided. Okay. Now, the bandits have stolen 14 stone. That is an issue that they're stealing the stone because we've got a limited amount of that. So where are these bandits? Where are they? Here. So they're over there. I reckon... What's our army? We've got 10. What is the maximum we can have? Our recruits, we've got 10 out of 36. So we need more villagers to take them out. So we'll have to work on that. I'm a bit annoyed that they are taking out resources that we can't replenish, but that's alright. We can't always win. So we've set up our mining camps. That's all perfect. We don't have to worry about that. Our hunting camps are now set up. I reckon it's time to... It's nearly the end of February. We might as well just assign these guys to the fisherman hut. that family. That way they're getting ready for the fish. So the stone camp is nearly depleted, which is good news. Unfortunately for us, the approval rating has not gone up. That should change when we get a church. So it's gone up 1%. Because we did have that 5 months of homelessness. Another ruler's army was... there they go. They're going to go destroy the bandit camp. Now, there is a little trick I have learned. Where is the bandit camp? Is that they don't actually loot it. So we can send our army in afterwards to loot it. So what I am going to do is I am going to rally them right at our border. Now, this is going to be inconvenient because we are going to lose productivity over here. So I want them to march themselves over here. Now, it doesn't matter that they're going to use up their energy. We're not going to fight them. We're going to leave the mercenaries and the AI army to fight them. That way we can then steal the gold, which will be very helpful. Okay, so see how they're going in now for a fight? We're going to go over here, and we're going to go destroy the bandit camp. See, they're fighting. They're going to win. Okay, see, they're broken. We're going to be the ones to take over the bandit camp. As long as you can beat the enemy army. Are we beating it? Ah, beautiful. See, now we've got a message. When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people who surely need them, though it is your right to keep them. Now, we are going to keep it. So with our treasury now having 177 gold, this does allow us to hire mercenaries. So we've only got local thugs. I think it's brigands, yeah. But with the local thugs on top of our spear militia, we should now be able to take out bandit camps, meaning infinite gold for us if we keep this up. Hence why I always try to get some treasury. Now, I reckon we start planning how we're going to do this. So I reckon our town... I don't want burgage plots all the way there. That'd be boring. See, look how many burgage plots that is. That's 15. We don't want 15. So what we are going to do is we're going to break them into little lots. We're going to have our lot here. That's 3 there. Now, I don't like double extending them anymore. After we've got our citizens in our burgage plots once and for all, I don't like double extending it, only because it causes issues later on when you have to upgrade your burgage plots to level 3. When you upgrade them to level 3, it expands the living space for the normal burgage plot by 1, and if you have an extended living space, it upgrades it by 1 as well. So unfortunately, that means you're going to get an extra 2 families, and it can mess up all your food production and your fuel costs, because you're going to have more families to fuel and feed. So that's why I don't like to have more than 2 afterwards, after this point. So we're not going to build this. We're just going to lay out and see how we want this. So we are going to want a road roughly around here. Alright, so we're going to want a road going straight down the middle. And we're going to have a road go right here. Now, I am going to build a little plaza. Now, this will be our marketplace in here. That will be our marketplace. Now, this will create more living spaces. So that's all going to be living. This is all going to be living here. Now, the beauty of this is we create these wonky roads and it creates a really, really, really nice... Ooh, I don't like that. It creates a nice burgage plot, the way the burgage plots look. Alright. So that should be good. Now, we are going to quickly build it now so we don't have to do it later. This is going to be markets. Actually, no. We're going to build a tavern here. So our tavern is going to be here. So we'll get rid of this road. Get rid of that road, and we'll actually get it to follow the tavern. That way we're missing out on any space. That way no space is getting missed out on. We can probably put one burgage plot here. Now that the tavern's got its access. Okay, we'll build our market stall. Alright, this should hold 40 store locations. That is more than we will ever need. That is a massive marketplace. So that's where the marketplace is going to be held. As you can see, we've got no one because I don't have anyone working in it. Now, this is a pretty stupid design in my opinion. It's not historically accurate. It's nothing. It's nothing of that. However, it's my design and I like it. It's pretty cool in my opinion, so I'm happy. Alright, that's our tavern built. So our tavern is all built. Look at it. So that's our upgraded tavern. You might as well upgrade it. It's not going to hurt you not to. It's always good to upgrade your building if you can. The only thing I try to stay away from is upgrading your burgage plots because it requires more more community involvement, which is painful. Oh, and while that happened, we did have something happen during that time. So at the moment, we have our burgage plots actually occupied. So we have people living in our burgage plots. That is really good news. That means we've got more families to use. Oh, wait for the saving to go. So we've now got 3 unassigned families. This includes our 3 here. Our large granary and our large storehouse need someone, definitely. So that means we can actually put people to work. Now that our fish aren't spawning anymore, we're going to move our families just down to 1 so they can fish that to the 250 mark. As you can see, we've only got 8 months worth of fuel. We need to keep on top of that now because we've got more families. So let's put people in our charcoal kiln and our woodcutters lodge. Now our mining camps will eventually be filled up with inhabitants, but for now we'll just leave that to go. So I have done a little bit of work off camera, and I do want to show you what I've done. So I did end up building another logging camp. Now this one is primarily just for storage. So it's not going to be used. It's just for storage because logging camp, like the logs can't be stored. Timber can't be stored in a storehouse. So they can only be stored in logging camps. So it's very useful to have 2 logging camps. So you can actually store 50, I think it's 60 something plus logs for later on, just so you don't have to always have someone in your logging camp. It's always useful. Now I also have built a mining pit for our clay deposit, and I do have 2 families in there at the moment, depleting that, so then we don't have to worry about it again. Once it's done, it's done. Then we can actually have the core number that we need for our families to operate this area. So after these 2 families are done, they are going to both go into the hunting camps, 1 in each camp. That way we've got stable meat coming in throughout the seasons. Okay, so I am going to continue here. We do have more space now, so I am going to have a look at what this church looks like now. So let's get the church ready and built. We have just built our church. So our church is, look at it, it's stunning. Look at it, it's on the beautiful, oh, that's actually really nice. I can see it through there. But yeah, look at our church. Look how beautiful it is. It's stunning, right on the hill in winter. It's stunning. I think that's beautiful. Wow. Right on winter. I couldn't have asked for it to be in a better spot. I'm glad I planned that. So now we are actually expanding our city a lot more. We are expanding. So we are going to have to start expanding our burgage plots because we've got no more families, no more available living space. So let me just assign the family to the clay deposit. That way we get rid of them. Put 1 family in the logging camp now. We've got plenty of planks. We don't need any more planks. Now we're going to continue collecting timber up until these 2 are full. That way we've got enough timber to build our burgage plots that we need. So this is going to be filled with burgage plots. We've got our large tavern. So I reckon we're going to get the layout for our burgage plots now. Alright, that's all we can build now for the resources we have, and I don't want to expand too fast anyway, so that did take some time. However, as you can see, I'm getting the effectiveness out of it. I want every single burgage plot to have a backyard. That is the necessity. I need them to be able to grow food, etc., etc., and be able to have industry. So I think this is perfect for now. Just like that, we've got our city built. So this is the beginning of our city. Now, as I said, I don't want to expand too quickly. We already have families moving in, but we've got 14 available living spaces. That's a lot. And that's going to throw our food consumption and fuel consumption out the window very soon. So first things first, because we have this extra consumption, we're putting people in our hunting camp straight away and our fisherman huts. While the fisherman hut is growing, we're going to prioritize people there. We are also going to get rid of our mining pit, as there is no need for it, as we have moved all our, we got no more clay to gather. So now we've only got 3 places that are going to be the main production. That is our wild animals, which we've got our hunting camps already set up, so we shouldn't have to touch that again. Our mining camps are not set up, and our fishing pond is not set up either. However, our fishing pond should be able to survive with just 3 families in there. So we're going to put 3 families in there, and they're going to be like that at all times. Even during the winter, because when we do an upgrade with our policy, we will have the option to be able to fish during winter. It's not going to be efficient, however, it is the way that it's just easier and automated, especially when we move on to making other towns and villages. Now, I would like to say thank you as we come to the end of this episode for watching this far. And if I have entertained you, please leave a like and subscribe, because it's free. It doesn't hurt you to do that, and it supports me in a massive way. So make sure you stay tuned in for the next episode, where we will be building up our militia and expanding our trade. So we will be starting up trade and our mining industry now that we have our village center organized. Anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.